Welcome back, guys, and today we're going to be saying goodbye to Magic. I was going to say goodbye to Duels Origin. That's always a great start. No, we're going to be saying goodbye to 2015, and we're going to be doing that. We're going to be playing a single match with every single one of my decks, no matter how badly it goes. One match with each deck, and then we'll see how far we can get into our deck. This is maybe a two-parter, depending on how lucky we are. But first things first, let's go into side stuff. I believe this is I haven't played this deck in a long time. Trust me, I just had to edit it to put in some of the quote unquote new cards like the Trilands and stuff. So yeah, this deck's pretty old. I think it's like a discard bounce enter the battlefield effect sort of deck, and we'll see how it does. I'm gonna play terribly with it because, like I said, I haven't played it in a very long time. But yeah, just it's Origins. I think is gonna be released on the 15th. That's what everyone seems to be pointing at. It normally comes out a week after the iPad version, so it makes sense to see it on the 15th and just say pay homage to all my decks. I did delete some of the very first ones I played because they were just out of date. Some of them were just terrible as well, but these are most of my decks since I started my channel, and we'll see how they turn out. It is weird time here right now, so I don't think we'll find a match. Hebel, you are here to just like I said, you just have to think about pausing the video, and then that's when someone comes in. But let's see how this deck Origins, which kind of got everyone into a shitstorm. 2 mana. Uh, I'll keep. It's not great, but I'll keep. But yeah, news which has got everyone in a shitstorm is that there is a daily cap on how much gold you can earn in Origins. I believe it is 200, not including bonuses and quests and stuff. So I mean, if you played it proper dedicationally, you could get to about 260, I think it is, and a pack I believe is 150. So I mean, every 2 days you get, if you play non-stop, you're limited to only being able to get 3 packs every 2 days, which seems to have got everyone in a bit of a shitstorm. Everyone's saying, oh well, this game's just proving that you won't be able to grind your way. You're forced to buy all the cards and stuff like that, and I can see that point of view, but in a way I don't think it's as bad as everyone's making out. Well, this is a weird hand. I can't say. I don't really know. We'll get rid of the Triumph of Frosty, I think, because we don't have many big creatures, and if he doesn't have any life gain in hand, so we're not worried about that accord yet. But yeah, so I don't think it's too bad because 200 gold, I believe, is 10 games if you get 10 wins. I mean, which is a decent amount of grinding just for a day. I mean, it's granted it's not round the clock, but I can see why people are pissed off. I think someone worked out it's going to be a month of playing before you have unlocked all the cards, or well over a month anyway. And that's pretty much when the next set's going to come out. So I can definitely see why people aren't exactly happy bunnies about it. But at the same time, I don't think it's going to be completely game ruining. Of course, Wizards just have no sense of marketing and just kind of make everyone figure out stuff for themselves. I think they even said, "Oh, it's just a bug," and then the developer came out and was like, "Oh yeah, by the way, it's not really a bug." Which I mean, that's not obviously going to help the situation, but I don't know. Just feels weird, and hopefully, yeah, Origins will. I can see the need to make money, but at the same time, I think there's definitely they could have handled it better. We're going to play this. We're going to attack in, I mean, first here. He's probably not going to block. If he does block, I'm happy, because I can just get it straight back by casting a Visionary. He does not. Play a tap land. And keep Think Twice up. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what this deck's win condition is, but hopefully we find it soonish. I don't know. I hope Origins as well, but I wouldn't, if considering the shambles that 2015 was at release. I don't expect much from my game. I mean, I think it'll be good 6 months down the line, but whether I'll still be playing it 6 months down the line is an entirely different question. We are going to trade my Visionary for the Caracal here, because it lowers his 3/3 plus it. It's a good trade. If he wants to use a God's Willing or Righteous Blow, then yeah, guess that's one use of Righteous Blow. He's already down to one card in hand. We haven't actually played any discard yet. But speaking of discard, let's play some of that now. We are gonna probably bounce the. It's either I think we're gonna go for the Accord. Just because that couldn't generate angels, he has to tap out for an entire turn just to play that again. If he doesn't want to just instantly discard it. And he does instantly discard, so we basically just took out his creature. Again, if he wants to trade here, I'm fine with that. Because we can get it back eventually when we draw into another Visionary or another small creature. But yeah, I mean, overall, 2015 was a mixed experience for me. At the start of it, I mean, I don't even know why I kept playing it really when it came out of release for the first couple of months, considering how much they were trying to suck every last penny out of it. But I don't know, I really thought they'd learned the lesson, considering like all the free packs they've given us. I mean, they didn't charge us for any of them little booster things. So I don't know. It kind of evened out, I felt, at the end. I mean, I didn't pay for the premiums, so I didn't get. I mean, someone who might have paid for the premiums might be a bit more upset about that, but overall, I'm pretty. I thought 2015 was fun. I had definitely sunk a lot of hours into this game, so I must have enjoyed it at some point down the line. Just hope Origins can. I just don't know why they don't mark it. I mean, I haven't seen a single advert anywhere for Origins, and it's literally a couple weeks before it comes out. I just can't believe that that they thought, hey, we'll hide it from people. And giving away Steam keys to Hearthstone players doesn't really make much sense to me. I mean, I kind of think people like Force are pretty much golden platter. I mean, give one of them the really early release keys, and they will be they will probably do a hell of a lot better than a Hearthstone player who really doesn't give a shit about Magic. And apparently this guy's gone AWOL, so that's always fun. He's had enough. That discard was just too much for him. Yeah, so I've got 2 removal spells which I really don't want to blow. So I don't know. I feel we got Think Twice in the graveyard if I remember right. And he's back. He plays a Mentor of the Meek. That's something he drew. But there's a 4/4 coming at us. That might take out that Crusader now with one of the Flesh to Dust. It's kind of getting a bit big, and that means we can attack in more aggressively here. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Monomania, useless. Why is it in my deck? It's good if you can get it out when they're not on one card in hand. Which kind of makes sense. Yeah, we're going to come in with both these guys. We're winning this race. If he doesn't block, he's taking 7. He's on a 2-turn clock, but he's most likely going to block. At least jump down anyway. No, he takes 7. If he leaves back only 1 block next turn, we can just flash just past it. Depends how aggressive he is here. There's a Beastmaster's Ascension. Nice top deck. I remember I hated playing this deck because you just top decked everything. I mean, you get to see exactly what your opponent top decks, and that's just morally that just kills you. That really just kills you. And he is only leaving back 1 blocker, so gets 2 counters on it. He's not gonna be able to activate it in time. If we draw another Din Rover, we can just bounce it, and not gonna block here. Not gonna block. And let's see if 1 card in hand. What's the chances it says Protect Mentor? Could be a Raised Alarm. But we're gonna try and force through the damage here. We are gonna leave the Brain Maggot back, though. We're not falling right into this Raised Alarm, even though it must. He's on 8 life. Actually, we are gonna do it because we can even him this turn, and he's gone. So I forgot about the lifelink from the Caracal. But yeah, that's side staff. I think he was the one guy who told me how to change deck names. I had no idea how to do it at that point because it's such a hidden away. I mean, you jump here, you go into edit deck. Where does it say change name? There's no way, and you couldn't change the picture either. I mean, there's no way here. Even when I click here, I have no idea. It doesn't really. There's no like option. You just hidden away there. But yeah, that was discard. That was game one. We won it. Opponent really didn't get much done. And let's jump into wolves. Oh god, this deck, it's gonna be fun at least. I think I've got Howlgeists in here. I've got the raised by wolves. This is gonna be fun. It'll be fun no matter how it ends here. Hopefully. So 1 win so far. Overall, I mean, I'm really mixed on Origins at the minute. I think it's just gonna be a case of you're gonna have to see how you get a feel for it. I mean, you could just drop. Well, I don't know about conversions here, but you could just drop £5 British money and pretend it's a Planeswalkers game. That would give you a decent head start. But no. Yeah, it'll do. It's got no like buffs or anything, but at least we got players and land and a fog. Can't go wrong with the fog. There's a Paragon. I think it's just gonna be a case of how you enjoy playing grind. I mean, I don't mind playing against AI. Because I mean, what you get 6 packs. Brain Maggot, that sucks. You get 6 packs. Well, I don't know where I'm getting 6 packs from. I mean, you get 6 cards in a pack. The campaign, I think you get a decent amount for completing the campaign. Not like the entire set, but you'll get a decent start. And then you drop the same amount you paid for 2015, and then I don't know. I think you've got a decent collection into going online. I mean, don't get me wrong. There will be people who just buy all the cards and most likely prosper, but I mean, you can't win them all. Even in this game, there'll be people who play still haven't unlocked like Anger of the Gods and stuff, which I can't imagine is much fun. What did he take from me there? I really thought he would have took the Paragon or the Primal Herb Beast, but no, he took Fog. He took Fog. What? This guy knows a threat when he sees it. That's comedy. Why Fog? It's not exactly. Unless he plans on doing like 80 damage in one turn. But Vicious Hunger, of course, he's got Vicious Hunger. That's god. That's great. This guy's going all out attack here, and unfortunately we have no player. Is he stuck on lands or did I play first? I can't remember. Bloodgast. Are we playing? I'm assuming he's just black-red because we haven't seen a single other spell. But we are just going to drop the Herb Beast. He could just tribute to Hunger, but I always call it Herb Beast even though it's Hunt Beast. I don't know why. Guess because it likes to hurt people. Yeah, we're going to just play the Hunt. You can block the Bloodgast and it'll keep him back a bit. He didn't drop his land, so if he goes land and tribute to Hunger here, I'll be pretty upset. I'll be the first to admit. And he drops a Hellspark. There's his first red creature. Well, you tapped out, my friend, so I have no reason not to block here unless you've got a... well, no, you don't. You couldn't even use the gather courage. We didn't even have a land drop. We could go raised by. I think we're gonna go raised by wolves. You know, it's a wolves deck. We'll try and get as many wolves on the field. This gives us 2 blockers and makes a 5/5 coming out. Plus, we can go Paragon next turn, and that'll be pretty delicious. So you can hit me for another 3 with a Hellspark. So I'm pretty much on 12 life. He's stuck on lands though, so I mean, there's really no coming back here. I've got an Albacosses in hand. But unfortunately we didn't see any of the whole shenanigans with Hellgeist, but we are only playing one game with each of the decks. So you can't expect miracles. But I don't know, I mean, my game plan with Origins is I'm going to see how bad the grind is, and I'm going to make my own opinion on it. If I think, because I mean I haven't really looked at anything right now. I'm not going to look at that iPad version because it's already bugged to hell. So I'm going to wait until they give us a Steam release where hopefully it's a bit more polished, and I'll take it from there really. Guess this guy could go land Anger of the Gods, which would just ruin me. And he's saying Lil to you, sir. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna make my own opinion on it. See if it's gonna be worth the investment in money wise. Because I mean, to me right now, my biggest concern isn't the actual grind. I don't mind not having all the powerful cards straight from the get go. I didn't buy the premiums this game, and I made them on a blue mill deck, so I'm used to losing online. But one thing I will say is that I'm really worried about how they're gonna cost the new expansions. Like when Battle for Zendikar comes out. Ooh, dragons. See how these roll out. Uh, when Battle for Zendikar rolls out, I'm worried about how they're going to cost it, because Wizards love to contradict themselves. And they said, oh, you can pay with it with gold. But I guarantee you'd be like, I'm really worried they go, oh, well, it's going to be 20,000 gold, which is like 80, 80 quid or something ridiculous, or like 30 quid, and you don't even get the packs, you just unlock the ability to get the packs. That'd be worst case scenario, but I mean, we won't find out about that till 3 months down the line, which is kind of unfortunate. And they're sure as hell not going to give us any information before. So it's going to be a case of just make an informed decision when you get the game whether it's your cup of tea or not. And that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm really not one for like hype before a game comes out. Like I know it's technically out now on iPad, but really iPad isn't going to be their main player base. So I haven't really I've looked at the card list in general just to see if we've got a black board wipe this year, which we do, which is always great. Looks like they finally got their asses together on that front, and I'm just gonna play the game for a couple of weeks. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna be doing with the channel. Someone suggested streaming, but I'm on 1 megabyte in at the minute. I think that might change though soon. There's talk in the household of getting a new internet, so that might be promising, but until then streaming is just off the cards. And yeah, so streaming's off the cards. I mean, I might just upload the odd video here, just me in the campaign or me online getting bad, and we'll take it from there and just get slow until we get into a routine. And finally, it looks like I can finally say let's pause the video until someone joins, so I will see you guys then. And we're back, and let's see how Izzet Dragons turns out. I don't know. I keep going back and forth on Origins whether I'm looking forward to it or not, but I guess I'll find out in a couple of days. And this hand really isn't doing much. Maybe I should have kept it because it had both colours at least. Well, this is better than nothing. At least I've got pretty solid mana. I've got a 4-drop that's slightly ahead of curve. This guy's running 63 cards, which is 2 more than me, so that's already game-changing threat right there. That's a pretty good rip, I'm not even gonna lie. Hopefully he taps out for like, I don't know. What's a scary 2-drop in white? I don't know, it's like a True Fire Paladin or something. I don't know why that was the first card that came in my head. But Rezilam, pretty sad. Means I'm not gonna be able to attack in. I don't really want to shock half a 2-mana card. But I think twice is an interesting option. So it's gonna pass turn here. Probably I'm just gonna offer the trade with my elemental tokens if he swings in here. See what he does. But I mean, we do get a 5/5 dragon in the air next turn. Which if he does have Righteous Blow is the really only thing that in white that can abuse that. Nimbus Wings equals shock. And then he missed that trigger. I was too busy making fun of a Phantasmal Dragon. And we can even think twice in the same turn, so this is pretty nice. Unfortunately, we've lost pretty much our only counter to auras. on our turn 3. Yeah, he's probably going to sit back here, which makes sense. Nope. Didn't really need to play that thing twice now, but might as well. Try and regrip our hand a bit. I don't know, I'm just scared of like a soldier buff or like a Hall of Triumph or something like that. So I mean, I'll offer the trades while I've got the advantage in that department. Do we tap out for a dragon or do we Young Pyromancer? I think we're going to tap out for a dragon because next turn we can Young Pyromancer and flashback that thing twice. So I think that makes more sense. Yeah, so what I was saying about Phantasmal Dragon, you know, the whole... If he's a target of a spell or ability, then you have to sacrifice it. I mean, there's the Snare Casters and the Righteous Blows are the only really things I can do for cheap and white. Reprisal would have killed it anyway. Guess you could use an Aura on it. If you wanted, like an Oracle of Heliod. Sigil Paladin, that's a good blocker. That's something I would like to shock. There's a Shivan Dragon. Interesting. But we are going to hit him for 5 in the air right now. So we get some nice jump blockers here. And the dragons are actually hurting the opponent, which is already more than I was expecting. I remember this deck was a lot of fun. Counterlash into Hellkite is just hilarious. Just one of the funniest interactions you can have, especially if you've already got like a dragon on the field. They go to tap out for like a Kozilek and then you just ruin their day. You could go Armored Ascension here and just pretty much win the game. But we've got no way around that, so... Guess he'd have to just sit back and block for a while. We could go wide, if that was the case. And there's a Crusader of Odric, which is a 2/2. To be honest, he probably is attacking, but he does not. Because I'm just going to be hitting for 5 in the air for a while. So we hit him for 5. I don't think we can kill him next turn. Even with all these tokens. There's another Shivan Dragon. There's a show. So we take out our blocker. We hit him for 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Unfortunately, we don't kill him. But it's something I'm going to do anyway. That was a good top deck. You know, you get rid of a blocker. We do trade a Young Pyromancer here, but they're pretty much already done their job. So right now, just like I look like pretty much like an Izzet Burn deck with a random Phantasmal Dragon to him. But sometimes you get good draws and sometimes you don't. And take him down to 2, I believe, if I did my maths right. Which I did, and he needs to find a Baneslayer. that's his out right now. I don't even think that would save him. He's watching damage effects, so that's great. So far we're cruising quite well through with our with our decks. We haven't lost a match yet with any of our older decks, which I'd say are the weaker ones. No complaints coming from me. He's saying something. GG. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. Alan Sheza. Shiza. I don't know. He just found an Armored Ascension. So, hang on. He must have drawn that because surely he would have cast it earlier. And just kill him in the most dignified way possible. With a Young Pyromancer flying across the field and hitting him. So yeah, that's Izzet Dragons, which I guess the dragons did work. I think, yeah. So I mean, we didn't get any really fun shenanigans there, but they did crash us another victory. So how far are we through now? We're only 3 decks in. Jesus Christ. Warstorm Surge deck. Let's bounce in with you. This is basically Jun mid range with a couple of Warstorm Surges thrown in, just to make it a bit more silly, I think. And so this deck should just crush. Mr. Meloman is the unfortunate victory. Jun mid range, I gotta say best deck in this game. Isaburn is close, but he just can't. You can't beat it. Really, you really can't. Just he plays first, and I've not got to play until turn 3. But the mana's pretty solid, so I'll keep. Please don't be aggro. Oh Jesus, that's unfortunate. Well, this isn't as another. That's pretty good actually. It means we can go Bloodghast turn 2 or cycle. But I think I'll go Bloodghast turn 2, so we can at least put some pressure back on this guy. Oh dear lord, he's going to take the Great Muse. So looks like we're playing Orzhov aggro, which is not what I was hoping for in my Jund Warstorm Surge deck. I was hoping it just a deck that did nothing. But it's a tough decision actually here. I'd take Graveborn because I can get out turn 3. No, I can't get it turn 3. I can get out turn 4 yet. Yeah, so that was probably. Why didn't he attack? Well, if he didn't want 2 damage, just get the Bloodghast in the field. He did get a nice look at my hand though, so he pretty much knows exactly what's going on there. But I'm really surprised he didn't attack. That would have been. I'm guessing it was just a misclick. He could go Brimaz here, which would just suck. That's pretty bad as well. Oh, this isn't good. But he's not attacking, so Brimaz can't block. I'm not sure if this guy's aware of that. I think we'll get a red soul. I think we're just going to get the ingot down this turn and keep Undying Evil up. Even though we can't block. So it really doesn't matter. But as this guy seems to be against the attack in here, then he's given us time to get to our bombs, which hopefully we find pretty soon. So we are probably going to use Viscera Dragon for the cycling ability, then the Unearth later on. There's another Crusader. I'd love an Anger of the Gods. That would be delicious. But now he's coming in. So why wasn't he coming in before? No idea. I left Bloodghast back, by the way, because I thought maybe this guy thought Bloodghast could block, just by the way he was playing. So now I'll be suicidally attacking it. Okay, there's a ramp target. We are taking 8. We might have to play this guy as a chump blocker, which is not something I want to do. Yeah, I didn't fall for it. So we're on 3, 4. We'll be on 5 mana at the end of this turn. Yeah. Yes, Bloodghast, I'd love you to come back. Because we will be taking 8, 9, 10, 11. So yeah, we need to play this guy as a blocker. I'd love to cycle him for the card draw, but we need to get to this Pelcorn, and hopefully this acts as a deterrent. Mind Rot. Shit. Well, we need the worm if we're gonna win this game. So we just need to hope we draw land. More likely of drawing land than another bomb. That's why I made that decision. Just don't attack. Just go back to being inconsistently weird with your attacks. He's down to 1 card in hand. Nah, he knows what he's doing. Well, he's leaving 1 back. So we could get Great Muse back, but I think... Yeah, because that turns it to a 3-3. Plus we get another creature back, which is card draw. He's got Righteous Blow. But he still loses his Bloodghast. I mean his Brain Maggot. And we get some card draw here at least. Granted, we are down to like 3 life. Ground Assault. Doesn't really help us because so he's got 6/8 power. So he's got us dead if we don't play a creature. We take out one of his creatures, that becomes 5 power he's got against us, which means Great Bone Muse is basically dead in my hand. So I'm just going to tap out for the Great Bone Muse. I would have loved to have just one. I mean, if I kept the land instead of the Pelco, I could have done that and take out one of his Crusaders, which would have been nice. Probably better now, but that was probably the right play. I got maybe a bit too greedy there, especially as he's got an Intimidate creature now. Which means Gravebone Muse is just going to be chumping here. He comes in with both Crusaders. But he doesn't, okay, he's giving us a chance. There's a land. Ground Assault the Crusader. Get it back down to 3 power. I'm going to try and force him to attack weirdly here. I mean block for no reason, even though he has no reason to. But I don't know why he didn't attack there. He's really given me a chance this game. If he blocks here, I'll be over the moon. I just want him getting creatures down. He has no reason to block. Absolutely no reason. I shouldn't have played my land first, by the way, so I could have attacked with Bloodghast as well. He's blocking. This guy is just... he's giving me the game. If I can resolve this Pelican, this game's over, because I'll be just too far ahead life-wise. Let's see what his top deck was. Tribute to Hunger. That's just 1 life. And a creature I get back anyway. We have pretty good chance of finding an untapped land, but he's not attacking. Okay, this guy's just throwing the game away. Yeah, if we find a land here, we do not find a land, but we do find a rescue from the underworld, which gets us back nothing. So unfortunately we have to cultivate here, so we're 1 more turn here. Just going to get a red and a green. So we're going to go down to... yet again, I shouldn't have played that land first, but... Okay, so he's got 1 more chance of killing me here. But he's just throwing it away. This guy's just completely choked this match away. Yeah, he has no reason to make that block. Absolutely none. He needs to top deck like stuff of the past. But nah, as soon as this Pelican resolves, this game's over. I think I've made it a lot more difficult for myself, but it was pretty stressful. And there's a Warstorm Surge and Indulgent Torment there. But still no land though off the top there, which is kind of surprising. But we're back up to 11. That thing is now a 1-1 because we've gained the life. That's quite funny. And this game is pretty much well and truly over. If he'd been more aggressive, he won that game. If he just attacked all out, I don't know why he started sitting back again. He really had this game. And he goes Captain the Watch, so I guess it's not over yet. But I just feel we're too far ahead with our card draw right now. We can rescue from Underworld, the Pelican to gain more life, plus draw a card. Granted, we've got nothing we really want in our graveyard. But... yep. Do we have enough time to... I don't know. I don't know if he's got removal. I don't think we've got enough time to play the Warstorm Surge. So I'm just going to Darksteel Ingot. And swing with the Pelka Worm. Should have swung with Bloodghast as well, but I'm terrible. I mean, you could triple block here if you wanted a double block, I guess. But then we can just rescue the Underworld it right back. Which is something he's going for. I'll take out the Gruul Dryas and 2 tokens. And I'll just keep the rescue up now. Yeah, and then I'll just try and close out this game as fast as possible. One more life gain trigger just absolutely puts it to bed. Honestly, I'm gonna get a bit cheeky here and just play out the Warstorm. He's not gonna be able to kill us in one turn with only 2 creatures now. And then next turn we can go for the rescue play. He's top decking as well. I just want to kill him with the end of the battlefield triggers. I think that'll be funny. And he's not attacking, so yeah. This guy's just way too timid. That's what cost him the game. If he'd been more ballsy, he would have got the win. God's willing. How long has he had that? Because he could have forced through damage. And he's just using it now for no reason. I think that's his way of conceding. Guess makes sense. Unless he thinks it's permanent. Guess we see what colour he chooses. And I guess we'll never find out now. There's another Pelka Worm, so that's 7 damage. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So on 10 mana, we can... I believe we can do this into Rescue from the Underworld. Which we can. So we'll just hit him to the face and then we've got him dead with the Rescue next turn. Yep. Yeah, we got him dead with the Rescue next turn because end of the battlefield triggers will kill him with Warstorm Surge. Which is the fitting way to say goodbye to the Warstorm Surge deck, I guess. And yeah, this guy's just... Even stuff of the past doesn't save him now. But he nearly had me with them Crusaders. I'm sure if he attacked in, he had me dead. Or I would have at least lost my Graveborn, which pretty much would have been game. And his top deck was a Mausoleum Guard or whatever it is. So, bring back the Worm. Target the Indolent Tormentor, and then just kill him with any battlefield triggers. And I think I'm going to call this one an end for this adventure. We'll try and do the rest of the decks some other time. Overall though, so far so good. We haven't lost a game yet in our goodbye session to each other decks. Nearly lost that one, really should have lost that one. I think that guy snatched defeat from the claws of victory. But how far did we get through there? I think we only did 4 matches, was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. So we still got mill. Nah. I'm not going to do free for all. I'll do mill. Life gain isn't my deck, so I guess I won't do life gain either. Jesus, I've got a lot of decks. This might take longer than I thought. I'll not do all the decks that aren't mine. So these 3 decks. I'll just do decks that are mine. So yeah, I think we can squeeze this into 2 sessions. But yeah, so far so good, and thank you guys for watching. And I'll try and get these videos out before Origins drops. But if I don't, they might come out a couple of days after. In which case, no one will care. No one will watch them because why? The new game's out. But I'll do my best. We only got 4 matches in, but I think this is a pretty long video. Again, thank yous for watching, and I will see you later.